One. Here we go. I am coming in hot.
Oh, so hot.
Oh, look at that.
Now
Cool,
we're
man.
cooking. We're cooking with guys, with Haitian guys. You know what I mean?
I remember that. All right.
Ooh, man.
All right.
Hey, Remby, you want to talk about what was going on?
Right. Snap. Everything goes down.
Oh, my God. Talk about what was happening there, my man.
Oh, man. What's happening? What's
The
happening?
blooper.
The blooper? Okay, I'll give a recap for this audience. So, basically, this has been a situation where this is our second time having an interview for your podcast, and we've learned many lessons from the first one.
A lot.
And this time round, we are running back into those. There were several issues. First of all, we had Troy right here being absolutely adorable and distracting. Charlotte being
right
even
here.
more adorable and distracting. And then, of course,
eyes.
from a technical perspective, we're looking at this computer only wanting to hear Jean Ricard here, and like, I mean, I understand. No one wants to listen to us. We only want to listen to Jean. The computer is just saying what we've all been thinking. But yeah, so I guess the recap is it really just came down to oops, I forgot to plug in one cable into the computer, and that's gonna throw everything off. So this is a learning experience every single
Quite a
time.
learning curve.
Anyway, so what is that? 45 minutes later, we got this.
I keep telling people, man, don't put me behind a mic. Unless you want me to sing, that's cool. Set everything up and I'll sing.
Oh
But
yeah.
don't put me behind a mic on a podcast, man, because I don't know where to go.
Yeah.
We forgot to plug in.
Oh, you gotta have the plug
Smallest
in.
chord of all chords.
And John, I think should your microphone be a little bit closer? I'm hearing a little more.
Oh,
There
Yo.
we go. That's feeling
okay,
good. That's
my
feeling
man,
good.
my
That's
man,
feeling
my
good.
man.
I'm keeping an eye
I
out.
appreciate y'all, man.
Friends help
Bear me on
friends.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, man? This is Jean Ricard. This is your man, Jean Ricard. I am here with two of my favorite artists, like
Sean.
ever. Two of my local and professional and whatever artists you can think of. These are like two of my favorites. You know what I'm saying? You, my man, Remby on the bone. Give it up for him.
Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you. Run the crowd.
Give it up for him.
Do you have these as preset in there? Surprises.
Give it up for my man. Lionel is gonna go loud, man. Give it up.
There we go. Oh man.
Yo, it is. Give it up. Seriously, man. This is Remby on the bone. Remby, introduce yourself.
Thank you,
man.
thank you, everybody. I am Remby on the Bone. You may know me as Alex, the best musician you've ever seen, perhaps even suspected arsonist. But the best one I have is the big thing is I've got my trombone right here.
Boom.
My little trombone here. This is something that I like to keep around. This is the world's smallest trombone.
Whoa.
Right here, soprano trombone. Okay, I don't know if it's the world's smallest, but it's my world's smallest. They took the silliest instrument and they made it tiny. And that's how you make the silliest instrument in the world.
How to blow from
Look at that.
man.
Look at that.
But yeah, no. Thank you for coming on over and having me on your podcast again. My goodness, the first one. Thank you so much. It felt great
man.
to be on. So yeah.
Brother, thank you so much. No, thank you to you, man. Thank you for teaching me. Thank you for taking your time to work with me. So,
Of course.
Lionel, introduce yourself to the
Lionel,
people, man.
please.
Talk to the people, man.
Let
Young
me-
go boy.
Let me get close.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I was feeling a little bit distant. But we're gonna keep it hot. You know, this
Yeah.
is Lionel. I'm the younger man, you know, the young old man, and I'm here with some very interesting fellas, you know, in this world of art and music and all that other extra stuff.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm around here and there. You always find me, you know, at some place with like-minded folks like this, just doing what we love to do, you know.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Lionel, the younger man, remember me.
Yes, sir. Find him on Instagram. You know, you find Lionel, the younger boy. You know what I'm saying?
Yongo bongo eye.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, listen, man. We've been Ramby. You came, I think, on the second episode, right?
Yeah.
And now I think we're on the 10th episode now.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? We could have been on 15 or 17 if I wasn't sick. You know what I'm saying? Because I was sick for like a few months there. Oof. But we're back. Thank God we're out of the woods. You know what I'm saying? Give thanks to God. You know what I'm saying? We're out of the woods, man. But again, like seriously, I want to say that I really appreciate you, Ramby, for wanting to be here. Yeah. Because we're at your spot right now recording this. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate that, number one, that you're giving us your castle to record this. You know what I'm saying to you? On this beautiful Saturday. And two, you could be anywhere else right now. This guy is an actor, first of all. He's an improviser. You know what I'm saying? He's a comedian. He does all this great stuff. This man's got a show coming up with Second City. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? He shouldn't be sitting here with peasants like myself.
Excuse me.
But he's here with me, man. And I appreciate that, though. I appreciate that, man. So speaking of which, man, talk to us about your project, like what you've been doing, like since we have our last interview, what you've been doing and what's going on with the improv, what's going on with Second City, what's going on with you, man. Talk to the people, man.
Yeah, absolutely. So, improv is a wild scene to be in Chicago, and I originally came to Chicago for the improv, for the comedy, and then pandemic happened. Had to go home, reinvented myself, came back as a musician. Home to Seattle. Back to the West Coast. But yeah, no, and spending a year away from everything actually probably is a very healthy thing to do for anyone, to take that moment of stepping back and recognizing, okay, what am I, what is it that I have? What do I consider sacred? What are things that kind of are not? What are things that I really hold on to that actually, that's not that is something I love, but it's not part of me that I can work with. When I figured those things out, it came down to just kind of what I wanted was that human connection, that creativity. And when I came back, I was into music. I was then, looking around and keeping my eyes open. And as I looked at the skills I had in the music scene, being a performer, having done improv, and then rubbing shoulders again with some of my old friends from the IO Theater, from Second City, I found that they were going, oh, whoa, you're a musician. And so really everything kind of it becomes interconnected, especially in Chicago. Like, you have so many scenes happening of different disciplines. More recently, keep an eye out. I mean, I've recently become super interested in clowns. I swear to you,
he lowered his voice.
Clowns. No, the clowns. Actually, that's a wonderful thing. Like, I've met some amazing people who are clowns. Whoa. And the new clowning. It's not like what you think of when you think of clowns with all the makeup. Right. It's just the way I can describe it is just basically being professionally clumsy. Is what I've found clowning.
Number one clumsy.
Professionally clumsy. But the silliest people. It is about finding silly and just leaning into it. And some of the stuff I've seen, wow. I've been able to, and I've been able to engage with them as a music director, because that's been a huge part of what I've been doing for my work and for my passions, is being able to find that, bridging the gap. And then I know, last time we spoke so much about the Cat Jam. Yeah. Another thing I've been doing, and has been
which I owe you a visit, my brother.
Oh, please.
I owe you a visit. And then I promise you, when I come through, man, y'all not going to be able to stop me, man, from saying. But go ahead.
You got to check, definitely check it out. The Insect Asylum is wild. It's a great place to. It's one of the most interesting places I've played music. That's where we mostly host it. Also, we have 5 more. We're running to the end of September for the Wild Mile jams, which is a floating garden on the river. It's amazing. Yeah, to play out there in the open air, you see the city of Chicago skyline. Urban Rivers are the people we paired up
When's
with.
the next time y'all do this?
We do it every Wednesday. So
yeah, man.
Wednesday.
4 more?
I think would it be 5 more Wednesdays to the end of September?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, at least as of this recording. But yeah, so I mean, we've been put that together, and I think
Bro, send me that link.
yes, we'll
Send me
do.
that link.
Playing on the island.
Yeah.
And I guess if it's
Flower Garden.
okay here to kind of make a bit of an announcement for it. The one thing I'm really excited about with Cat Jam is, we've been working with the Insect Asylum for so long. One of my goals for Cat Jam was to become a 501c3 nonprofit. And it looks like, we've worked so closely with the Insect Asylum that we are looking to kind of have a bit of a merger where we're going to become part of the Insect Asylum, working with them.
Oh, nice.
Still doing things outside. Basically, from a functional perspective, things are the same, but by doing that, we are getting our 501c3 status as a nonprofit.
Yeah,
And so
yeah.
being able to have those resources. So I mean, ultimately, like, it comes back to Nina at the Insect Asylum is one of the most amazing humans I've ever met. She's
Nina.
been so
Big up Nina.
Nina.
Big up to you, Nina.
Big up yourself.
Big up, Nina. Big
Yeah.
up yourself, Nina.
But
The
no,
Insect Asylum.
absolutely.
Amazing. Yeah, whole crew.
So yeah, so with that said,
Which in French, I'm sorry, my
Oh, yeah?
man.
What
In
is it?
French, l'asile des insectes.
Whoa.
l'asile des
L'asile des insectes.
l'asile des insectes. I'm
sorry,
I'm
man.
trying my French. Oh, my uncle's in Montreal, and he'd be very.
Oh, yeah?
Wow.
Oh no.
You would love that. Huh?
But yeah,
Good
back
on
to it.
track.
I mean, my goals for Cat Jam was to make it a 501c3 nonprofit and to be able to build something that could go on beyond without me. I have seen, I've been able to take check one box. Next, I am planning to take a step back to work on my other projects. But I find that exciting because I've built Cat Jam to be what I envisioned what community is. But I also know my vision of community is not the only vision of community. So we have been putting it to, the process has been happening, but I think we're kind of coming to the end here. We're just keeping an eye out, going for the next couple months, and then into the future. Cat Jam's going to maybe have some changes. There may be expanding. I'm not going to necessarily be as much of a part of it, but that is kind of so exciting. It'll be kind of like seeing your kid going to college. Like I want to let the jam go, handing it to the community, see how they do it. So that's been one thing. The second thing is, I guess the focus now is my two weirder projects. I have the Cozy Sweater, which is my improvised children's show. We made puppets. I get to play kind of a Mr. Rogers-esque character where we swap them out. It's a musical. I have a full jazz quartet that backs our improvises along with us. And so that we have playing at Borelli's. We actually were recently on an episode of Kitchen Nightmares, which the episode will be airing in the winter sometime.
Bro,
So-
you better send me that
Yes,
link.
once it-
You
oh,
better
I
send
am-
me that link.
they-
That's like
Nice one,
first.
nice one.
I
I'm
am
so excited.
supposed to be the first one to have that. link.
John
Just so you know.
Wyman.
But go ahead.
Maybe me, man.
Yeah, I don't know. You're gonna have to fight
I'm
for
telling
it.
you, this man. I'm
me-
telling
let me
you.
get-
Do
let
you
me get
hear
the
this
first
man?
scoop.
Do you hear this man? Like the thing he talks about, bro.
He's cooking, man.
Like, come on, man. Go ahead, though. Go ahead,
Oh,
bro.
well, thank you. But yeah, I mean, that's been one thing. And the other thing, you're talking about the Second City show. I'm so pumped for it. This is part of me. I think this is where I felt a kinship with the clowns. I have a funkadelic brass house septet
Funkadelic
called
Brass House
called
Septet.
Funky Funke, which is based off there's the 2005's hit sitcom Arrested Development. There's a character named Tobias Funke who is, if anyone's familiar, is just one of the wildest characters I've seen on television. Someone with like
Yo.
has a million different aliases, and so and one of which
Kinda
is
like me.
one of which is he's a never nude, which is described as exactly what it sounds like. And so I will go out and like in the show he only wears jean short cutoffs, and that says, and he'll be like, "This is what I am naked." So then I go and perform in just jorts, just that. Sometimes I paint myself blue because there's a whole blue, like I'm following along some blue man group thing. It's in for the art. But I mean, at least the thing that's been driving me to do Cat Jam or the cozy sweater or funky funke, it really, I don't know, for me it's coming down to just like following my skills and I guess I was gonna say my passions, but also maybe it's also more so just what I find amusing. And it's one of those things where it's just kind of like, this is a funny, interesting thing. Let's see how far it can go.
Right.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro. Like the amount of things that you have, just one dude have like so many things that you have this, you have that, you have Cat Jam, you have, that's after this and that. Then you have Cat Jam, you have, cozy sweaters, then you have Les Insects.
Yeah.
Insect
The Insect Asylum.
The Insect
Yeah.
Asylum, you know what I mean? You have that, and then we're talking about,
Rogers.
No.
Oh, Funky Funke?
Funky
Funke,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So like the thing is, it's just like what I find. One of the things that I like with you, because although I've been in America forever, there's a lot of the culture that I've not, have introduced myself to yet. You understand what I'm saying to you? And last interview we've had, you actually introduced me to a few of them.
Yeah.
And I'm still learning them. And you still introducing me to some new ones, and I appreciate that because I feel like every time I interview you, I go out with a lot, and then you go empty.
What? I feel great. You kidding? I feel great. I feel filled up after these.
But no, seriously, man, I truly appreciate you.
Thank you.
Because there's a lot of other things. One of the things that I talk about this podcast is that Mind the Artist. Again, go check the podcast. The first interview we've had with Remby, that was actually the second episode. Go check it out. Remby's like really humble guy, and I know I said it earlier, but I mean it. Because you don't have to sit here with us doing this. You know what I'm saying? Because you have bigger things. But because unlike a lot of artists in Chicago that I've invited to this podcast, you know what I mean? And they say, oh, yeah, they get excited. They say, yeah, definitely in, man. I want to be in. I want to do this. I want to do that. Hey, do you want to have me or whatever? And once they find out, oh, this is just starting. This is from the ground up. This is just from the ground. There's not a lot of followers. There's not a lot of subscribers. There's not this and that. They'll recruit themselves. They backed out.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying to you? Like, I don't like fake people, man.
Yeah.
One of the things that I like with you is that you're one of the realest human beings.
Oh, thank you.
That I know. And I appreciate you for that. You know what I'm saying to you? You make it feel so comfortable to have a talk, to have a chat.
Yeah, thank you.
Doing this, and I mean it when I say you didn't have to. And some of the artists, actually all of them, who actually backed out of this. And I'm sorry, I know you don't want me to say this, but I'm gonna say it. They have nothing on you.
No.
Like, absolutely nothing. Like, seriously, they absolutely. And I'm saying it again. They have nothing on you, and they backed out of this stuff like it was just like tax and stuff.
I mean, I think, well, I think it comes down to just like why are we doing this? Why are we doing art? And I think it's put well of just like, if you're doing art because you want to become famous, there are many ways to become famous, many easier ways to become famous.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
Yeah, and it's like this to focus on the arts, to focus on following. For me, it's following that butterfly. What is the most interesting thing I can see, and how can I use the skills that I have to follow that. It is one of those things where it's to do this. I can't be focused on numbers. Having that, you want to have that Instagram. I get it. The Instagram presence, the game that people are playing. But at the end of the day, what the focus really should be
mindset.
on. Yeah, it should be though focused on like, what are we creating? What is this here? Because everything started out as nothing at some point, or as a little seed. Smallest things. The things. I mean, one way I was thinking about it. Let's say maybe in a year you think of 100 ideas, right? You have 100 ideas that are just like you're walking around, you're like, that's amusing, that's a funny thing. Of those 100, let's go 20 of them, right? You actually maybe think a bit more on. You kind of are spending there suddenly like no longer just like a little passing thought. It's more of like, okay, I've been thinking about this the last couple of weeks. It's just been in my head. I think this could be really interesting. And then of those 20, let's say 5 of those, I'm just doing 20% going down, right?
Yeah, I know.
4 of those, right? You actually put in research and effort into, right? And then of that, 1 or 2 of them actually takes off and becomes something. That though 1 or 2 becoming something, like getting created, that in itself is a feat. And that's in a year. Now imagine in 2 years, imagine in 3 years. It is the thing of kind of the thing I hate is when it's like, I'll have an interesting idea, but if I do nothing about it, then I've killed it. Right. This idea is just like it's gone. It's dissipated.
That little child is just on the ground. Right. You're not taking care of that child.
Yeah, and does that mean follow every idea? No, some of them are. Maybe that's when you get to those 20 ideas that you're doing the research into. Sometimes you do have that moment. You're looking into it and you're like, yeah, no, that's not happening.
Right.
But and that's happened a million times with me. But I mean like. It is, I think, just kind of, it's, at least for me, it's this itch of like, I'll have an idea and I kind of want to go through with it more so. I have, on my computer, I have so many documents of books I wanted to write or stories that I have. And a lot of them are not finished. But I'm not going to say, like, at some point, there's a way to, like, get down on yourself and think, I'm slacking off. It's not... it oftentimes is, what? I was running out of steam for this. It wasn't sustainable. I cut it because there's something else that I started working on, and here's something that is sustainable. Right? It's that kind of thing. As you go through and you're kind of, like, there are those moments where something clicks, and then, even those projects that didn't become something, you've learned things. Maybe they're worse. I have quotes. I have a ton of songs that I've never fully finished, but I have some fire lines that I took from those. Right? I'm like, oh, that's a good one. Okay, I'm gonna keep that, and then it comes back.
That's kind of the way you do it, man. It's just like like you said last time, like you're a jack of all trades, and you just picking up things and putting them together.
Yeah,
from one place to another. You grab something from here, put it with this one. You grab something from here, you put it with this one. You grab something from here, put it with this one. Next thing you have something complete.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how you cook, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
that's kind of how you cook. And
spicy,
man. Yeah, man. And I've had tons of ideas, besides this podcast.
Yeah.
And I have another one coming up that I'm supposed to start in a few weeks. You know what I'm saying to you? But my main thing is that I appreciate you for wanting to do this because you didn't have to. Because I know artists who've gone, there are local artists just like you and I and him. You know what I'm saying to you? They want to come to the podcast, and next thing you know, they back out. I'm giving you a platform. Like, it's not a big platform, but it's a platform.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And the reason why you back out is because it's not the platform. It's not as big as you think.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying to you? So that's where I have to give you credit for
Aw.
wanting to do this with me, man.
Well, what about Lionel here?
So Lionel, man.
Remby.
Yeah, man. Remby's the man, man.
I can dig it, man. I love his story.
You gotta be closer, Lionel. You
Yeah,
gotta
Lionel,
get
come
a
on
mic,
in here.
man.
Oh, yeah.
There
Oh
we
no,
go.
you good, man. So now you screaming, nah, man. This
No.
man, y'all want.
No, we gotta give props to where it's due. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Line up, man.
Yeah.
This man, Remby, man. I was talking about him earlier.
Remby.
We've done so much. We've known each other, him and I, for like almost 10 years now, or 10 years.
It's been a long time.
Yeah,
man. It's been a long
almost 10 years,
time.
man. Like, you know, I met this guy
20. What is that?
2016, 15.
That time?
Yeah, I think 2015, 16.
15, 16, 17.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We're getting close to 10 years.
Yeah, it's been a little while, Jean-Marie.
Yeah, we're getting close to 10 years, man.
Yeah.
And the time that I met this guy is that he was driving. He was grabbing something. I was driving, you know, because I live in Lakeview.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I was walking around or something like that. And I was walking around because I live right there on Belmont and Broadway. And I saw him going by the dry cleaning, getting out of his car. He was taking something inside or something like that. I'm like, okay, that's my brother right there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I just went and talked to him. Because, you know, in Chicago, you just don't pull up on people like that. You know what I'm saying? It's actually brothers and brothers. We don't pull up on each other like that. You know what I'm saying to you? You know what I'm talking about.
I don't know. I have
And-
so many stray cats in the city just like come right on out. I'm like, all right.
Exactly.
Hey.
So I went and pull up on him, and I'm like, hey, man, how you feeling, man? How you doing, my brother? Lionel, you tell the story, man. So how did this happen, man? Tell Remby how that happened.
Well,
you did tell the story,
Remby.
but tell Remby how that happened. Tell the people too. Whoever's
Clock
gonna
in.
watch.
Let me clock in.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Yeah, it's that time of the evening, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this is the younger man. I'm here with Remby and Jean-Marie.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
1,
sir.
2, 3. So yeah, interesting how we met. I always say it's like it was like a divine intervention, you know,
You about to explode that mic, man.
Nah,
He's
nah,
talking
nah,
to
nah.
that spirit. Go
because
ahead.
I love like listening to Remby because you know with all the commotion of projects you got going on. You said something that really stood out to me. Like using your skill to get to all these ideas that you have in your mind. And that's the journey I've been on, you know, because music is not something that I initially wanted to do, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, so when this guy ran up on me, he came up on me with the eagerness. I was like, wow. Because you know, people tell you what you can do sometimes if you don't recognize what you can do for yourself, you know, like you could go to church and sing and, you know, the pastor's wife say, yo, man, I think you should join the choir, you know. Then you start, it's like one of those 200 thoughts in your head. And, you know, you gotta find a career, you know, but that's your the creative aspect of your life, you know. So coming into the journey, and hearing a lot of things, you know, that you said about yourself today, painting yourself blue and putting on that act, you know, it was all those things going through my head. You mentioned fame. When I met Jean-Marie, it was like, I told my mom that year that I wanted to play some music, and she bought me this guitar, you know what I mean? So him meeting me, I was like, that was a sign to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I still didn't know how to put the skills together and really see if this is. I was thinking it's something about the whole fame thing where you just blow and you're nice, and then then after a couple years, just watching and observing him, because we had to like part ways for a couple years. Then I just from the distance, I'm still cooking up with all these ideas and the skill is there, but I'm just watching him still move, and he hooked up with some great guys, that I know, local great artists around Chicago. And then we came again, boom. I said, wow, what's going on? It's like one father just chase you everywhere to make sure you're doing what he told you to do. So that's how Jean-Rie and I met. I always give God thanks for that because he's quite a phenomenal person, dear friend, brethren, and all that. I don't want to butter him up and all that, but
don't do that, man. Nah, keep going.
I admire that. It's just that, like you said, sometimes you had to take a year to go to Seattle.
Yeah.
I'm an artist, but now on Instagram, you can't go on live unless you got like 1,000 followers.
Yup.
Oh my.
And that's the culture of it, though. That's the culture selling you this.
I just noticed that. So,
Yep.
Because you breaking down all this, I'm like, when they say younger man talk, what am I going to tell the people I've been on? Because I'm the kind of artist I get on live and I just play on live, because if music to me came naturally, then you have all these great artists around, and then the system of the way the music is being promoted and all that stuff is changing, and I'm like, the way it's going is telling me, man, I shouldn't even create nothing. So, but with the easygoingness of the music, it's like I can get alive and just strum, and sometimes it'll really impact. Like 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 people get to you and say, "Hey, man, that vibe was really nice," and it just reminds you like, oh, it's bigger than the fame, what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, no, give thanks for your platform.
Yeah.
I'm famous now because maybe 1 or 2 people see me and I could have 1 or 2 songs. I'm famous to them.
Yeah.
You dig? But we're not talking Chris Brown, but just for that exposure.
You still have an impact, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
To me, that's what music is about, and meeting you and having the opportunity to run into a whole lot of other great, upcoming artists.
Yeah.
Who have that thing that can create the vibe, like you said, the chemistry. So I think it's the chemistry that made us meet,
Yeah,
man.
Yeah. So
it's
the chemistry.
It's the having the having not only the heart, to actually do the art.
Yeah.
You have to have the heart.
Yeah.
To do the art.
I like that.
Let me say it clearly for y'all, who don't understand accent. You have to have the heart to do the art.
I dig that.
Okay? Because what I mean with that is that a lot of people, they, like you just said earlier, MB, a lot of people, they just come into this, they just want to, I want to be famous, I want to do this, I want to do that, they see the glamour that Hollywood and TV is showing them, which is like all smoke screen. It's all lies. It's all lies. You know what I'm saying, dude? There's nothing we're saying is true.
Yeah.
It's all lies.
Yeah.
They're telling us, how great it looks on the other side.
Yeah.
They're telling us how we could be if we did this, if we tried this.
Because that's how you make money. Create a need.
Right.
Fill it. People who are satisfied are not going to be people who buy things. Right?
This man want to make me that. I want to make that Lil Wayne face right here. Lil Wayne.
Yeah. I mean...
Say that again, my bro.
No, people, that's the thing, is that, like, we have created there's a society that has been created, sadly, that I think is focused not on our own will, on our own volition, but we've been so focused on what we don't have because it's constantly pushed on us of you don't have this, you don't have that. And the idea of contentment is very difficult to have when this messaging is going around. Now, I've felt very contented before. There were times that I've like really went through these phases where everything was great. There have been phases I've had where everything is terrible, and and I know and I'll know in my head that I need to smell the roses and look at what I have, but sometimes it is really hard.
It's just tough,
right?
It's tough, tough.
But but the thing is, it doesn't help when you're feeling this, and then you go on to Instagram, you go on to Facebook. Heck, you're just walking down the street and you see a billboard, and you're seeing what other people's view of success is, or how you view what success should be. Put it on someone else, think that they're doing that. I mean, here's the thing is that, I remember taking a moment, I don't know, I remember thinking, man, I gotta keep working. I can't believe I haven't made it yet. I can't believe, I have, I'm deficient in all these things. I need to have X, Y, and Z. And then, I remember I was going off about it. My friend kind of told me to shut up because he's like, do you not see what you have?
What you have.
Look at this. He pointed out, I have created a lot of things that I can't deny.
Yeah.
Are really cool.
But
that is,
you can
though,
say that loudly.
Yeah, the problem is, and I guess it is just for the curse of having that mindset of always wanting to create, always wanting the next thing, the next thing, the next thing. Is it kind of feels like what they call them, a false summit, when you're when you're climbing a mountain and you think you see the summit. And you finally get there, and then you notice, oh, this was just a little hill, and it was blocking the view of the next peak higher. And you keep looking up, and you keep looking up. And I understand that's the way they describe how a lot of wealth hoarders happen when you get those 1%ers and whatnot. Like people with so much money, I'll be frank, having a lot of money does help with happiness in some ways.
It helps.
It's I would. Yeah, nothing wrong with having good finances, but there is a point where the more and more you get, the more you're kind of like, and when it has become a part of your function to be going more and more and more, that's where things can become difficult.
It's a problem there.
Yeah,
and that's. But go ahead, my brother.
Oh, I mean, that's the thing of just recognizing at the end of the day what is important. I mean, having your needs met. But beyond that, I mean, community connection. It makes me think about how oh man, you should have seen this. The Chicago theater scene is amazing. And up in Andersonville, I believe it's the neo-futurist theater. They are very experimental. They do amazing things. One of their things is they do 30 plays in an hour. So they have this clothesline and a bunch of scripts hung from them, and they're labeled 1 through 30. The audience yells out a number, and a cast member jumps up, grabs that number, whatever they heard, and then they'll read the play, and then the whole cast is already rehearsed, so they'll do these very short plays. One of the most beautiful ones I saw was called How to Kill a King. And all that happened was lights went down, and then a projection screen goes on. It says How to Kill a King. Step 1, put your phone and your phone, your wallet, and your keys in the bucket. What? And then the cast comes out with this bucket. Everyone starts putting their phone, wallet, and keys in this bucket as it's going around. And then they take those and they go outside of the theater and they say, your phone, wallet, and keys will be waiting for you in the lobby after the show. Trust that they will not be taken. Trust that someone from the audience will not take your wallet and keys. Trust that you are safe with this group and that you will have your phone, wallet, and keys when you leave. Trust each other. That is how you kill a king. And I was like, and so I think about it. What's important and what it just seems to be is that we get so isolated. We're told to not trust each other, to be isolated, and you need money to be able to afford the securities to make sure in more and you want to have your castle so you can have your island that is safe from the dangerous people that are out there. And that though is doing
Wow.
it backfires, in my opinion.
What an interesting concept.
Yeah.
What an interesting concept. When you talking about this, man, I'm thinking the scarcity mindset.
Mm-hmm.
Scarcity.
You know, just the way they teach us to how to live with each other, with one another. You understand what I'm saying to you? I'm gonna give you a brief example, a quick example. I mean, I have 1,000 of them. You know, for me, like one of the things that I look at myself is that I'm someone who goes to church. You know that. You know what I mean? Everyone who knows me, they know that I'm a church goer. You know what I mean? At the church, there are times that I don't feel welcome at the church. You understand what I'm saying to you? There are times in the world that is not part of the church. I don't feel welcome there.
Yeah.
So I'm like right in the middle by myself.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying to you? And I think part of it, you have a lot of people in the church. They want this whole thing by themselves.
Yeah.
They want it for themselves. They don't want you out. You out of that clique. Stay away.
Yeah.
We're good over here.
Yeah.
You understand? But I want to come in. I'm part of you guys. I want to come in.
Yeah.
Oh no! You cannot. You're late. This is we already got our clique here. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying to you?
I'm hoarding the kingdom of heaven for
I'm
myself.
hoarding exactly.
Yeah, it's mine.
That's mine.
Don't you dare
Don't you dare come here. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoarding.
Stand back.
Exactly. So, and also I think of the world, the outside where I am. We've had shows, on Common Ground and all this stuff. North and Tab. Back in the days, the Bungle Room. I don't know if you remember the Bungle Room. If you know the Bungle Room. But you have a bunch of different artists, all of us sitting in the same room. All three of us are independent artists. No matter how you want to look at it, no matter how you want to dissect it, no matter how you want to skin that cat, at the end of the day, we all we all skinned. We all all of us are just like, that cat's gonna be skinned.
Not you, Charlotte.
Not you, Charlotte.
Oh man.
Not you, Charlotte, and not you, Troy.
Troy
But
is over there. Yeah.
The thing is, it's just they find, and I blame all this on the structure of the culture that teaches us to. Only way you can make it, Randy, is to get away from these two.
Yeah.
Make this about you.
Huh? Yeah.
Get them away from you. You walk alone, just focus on. This is the whole trend out there right now, is just focus on you. Be your only focus.
Yeah.
But guess what, brother? If I'm only focusing on me, I'm not gonna know, when something happened to you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna know when something happened to him. What happened to me being my brother's keeper?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying to you? And you have a culture that teaches you about, people, like even the artists, like us, the three of us being independent artists.
Yeah.
We're looking down somehow, somewhere on one another, thinking I'm better than him. My music is better than him. I played in front of more people than him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially for me being like, because they see me, they see African, they see Caribbean.
Yeah.
They want to hear a certain type of music.
Yeah.
Because as you know,
Spice music.
exactly. Because
Yeah.
you gotta be in the mic, bro. Because
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
You know what I'm saying to you? They wanna hear when they hear me. I've had guys come to me, bro. If you did some Jamaican music, if you did reggae, man, hold it, yeah.
I think we're in holding.
Yeah, exactly.
no.
We want to hold it.
Right.
Yeah, there
We're
you
gonna
go.
do like a cut screen here, and then
exactly. Hold that.
I had to rest my back a
There
little
you
bit,
go,
man.
Hold that,
Yeah.
hold that.
There we
There you
go.
go. You actually
A little
look better
bit
with
this
that,
way.
man.
Yeah.
You know?
Talk to me.
But like you have a bunch of artists out there. They let themselves fall into that trap that's set by gatekeepers
Yeah.
to actually make them think that, oh hey, you better than him.
Yeah.
you better than him because you played in front of more people.
Yeah.
And but in the meantime, those same gatekeepers, they got a lot of us artists playing in places for them and giving us 2% of that of what they gather. Of the money they bring in, they give us 2% of it. So my thing is, why don't you and I as independent artists come and work together and make sure that money goes into our pocket?
Yeah. I think what you said right there, this way that, you can look at your community and see the competition within and like start to hierarchy, rate people almost on like, are you better than me? Are you worse than me? What's my relationship to you as far as an artist? And I think it is a hard thing sometimes when I'll be there and I'll listen to a musician who I might go like, man, that's so cliched. Oh, they have they've got a bit of a big head on their shoulders. Oh, like I do want to knock them down a peg, right? And it's hard to not want to to deal with that, because one thing that I've had to reckon with is that I have seen artists who would do what I might not see as like the standard, the polished thing I would think of, but it's because they're coming from a different perspective, and maybe there are times where I'm like, okay, they are growing and they haven't seen the thing click yet, but just as much as I've said I follow my skills and I have a variety of skills that I try to work with, everyone has a variety of skills.
Yes.
And I cannot tell you how
Yes,
well, I think this is something that maybe anyone who works a day job can really relate to, where to me one of the most frustrating things about when I was working at like in corporate companies for sales or in marketing,
which don't sound or look like nothing like you.
Yeah, and I think the big reason is I always felt my skills were not utilized. It was like you don't, they would be great rating me, and like I'd be getting, whatever, like, oh, this is good, this is bad, this is good, this is bad. But I realized, okay, you're putting my worth to this metric that does not use the skills that if you saw what I could do, if you took, and I'd oftentimes go to these, my managers want to go like, hey, I have this idea. Here are the skills I have. Here's how it could relate to the project. Why don't we utilize that and go there? And they're like, no. You see,
it don't work.
You stay in your lane, right? Stay in your lane. This is the thing. But if I stay in my lane, I'm never going to be, it's just, I don't get to use the skills I have. And that's what's so frustrating, I think, for a lot of people, is that we all have amazing skills. So when you look at the artists around you, and maybe you're not seeing someone, who you're like, that person's not as good as me, there's a part of me that has to go, okay, they have other skills too, though, right? How are we rating them? And that thing, could be, okay, let's, maybe this is one of those things where I found artists who I think do very well, very uniquely well, are the ones who have discovered what their skills are and start playing to that.
Right on.
Because I think it was put well. I think it was put well. It was I was another podcast listening to Hank Green, who's also someone who comes up with ideas and does a lot of things. But he said he doesn't have dreams, but he follows his skills, and the reason he does that is because there's so many people who are like, okay, this is what I want to do. This is my one thing. This is my dream. But in doing that, they completely ignore
the branches,
these other possibilities. And he was talking about, like, he was in YouTube, and there's some people who are YouTubers who had a massive following. They're very successful on YouTube, but they wanted to be an actor, so they quit YouTube to go to Hollywood. When it's like, you had the keys right here,
like you literally eating rice, right? You have a bag of rice right here.
Yeah.
But you said, no, I want to go to China.
Yeah. It's like, you got it right here. Yeah. So, I mean, it is a thing of taking a moment to look at the skills you have and go from there. I mean, I think it does make sense. It used to be a thing I'd harp on, the entire thing of don't follow your passions, follow what you're, do what you're good at. Because the thing was, to me, it kind of meant look for something you hate.
Right. Right.
You know, or I would be in places where, okay, I'm told this is what I'm good at, but it just never quite clicked. And I think what it was is that, you know, when I take a look at this new way of seeing it, I think following your skills does end up following your passions. But the big thing is that when you kind of when you're able to be appreciated for the skills that you have, that you bring, that's where you start to see the doors open.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
That's real talk, man. Real talk. What do you want to say to that, man? Yeah.
Man, Remby.
Yeah, man. This man.
Remby is like a whole encyclopedia, man.
Man, he's a freaking thesaurus.
Oh,
yeah. I mean, because like I said, you know, when I really say I sit with incredible artists. Faith, I don't know what is everyone's like look on fame, you know, like he said. A whole lot of money could still mean good to you, you know? And then that whole aspect where independent artists, okay, like before we had all this production labels and stuff, most artists were like independent artists, you know? So I love the aspect. It's not like a struggle because music, you mentioned something like we can improvise on the spot, you know. That's doing the art with the heart.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where you could put any artist that has a true passion for their craft, and they could give you a little something there, depending on the, you know, regardless of the weather.
Right.
And then they say sometimes numbers, you know, numbers don't lie. Then you mentioning these other skills that you may have, even if one is not being recognized to that height, according to the public demand, you know, because music is something now. It's like the public has something they like to hear, and you as an artist, like me, I haven't established myself well, you know, but I'm upcoming as an artist because I have music in me. So if I come now with one sound and I'm really hot, boom, and I get like a following just because of that sound overnight. You know, when I think about aspects like that play in this thing, and to me, it's not like a race too. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, Remby said, people got needs to be met. You know, and he was in the everyday 9 to 5 where your skills don't add up to what
The things you do.
you know what I'm saying, where you really feel your worth. So in all this merry-go-round, how does the artists themselves appreciate their skill? You know what I mean? Because me, I call myself a younger man because chances happen to anyone. Like I said, with a one-hit sound, I could have the whole Chicago looking for me and saying, oh, but without that star quality there, or I don't know if it's a magic or what, you know it's going to take, like he said, okay, because I haven't, okay, where does this idea, I mean, it's natural. The idea, like I said, artists started as independent artists because when they were going into this whole music thing, they were like, you gotta have a hit song.
Right.
You know, you gotta blow.
And the head got big.
But some will come with, you know what I mean, some hits here and there, but we're talking about legacy now. When I look at the aspect of the legacy of your craft, how you benefit the community, you know what I mean, with the talent that you have.
Community, man.
With being a creative. Now, there's an aspect that is helping me find a purpose in music. You know, not doing it just because,
I need money.
Someone is going to pay me $5,000. So, because sometimes too, I feel like when I started open mics, I was very, very excited to always go play. Because it's my first time going to sing before people. So I'm singing like, you know, it's a Grammy night or something.
Right.
Oh, yeah. I've been there.
Yeah, me too.
You know? I remember nights I went on stage, man. To me, it was like, hey, it's serious.
Yeah.
Then after a while, I caught myself like, yo, man, you been, but
Yeah.
I like it because it shows that when it's like I said, when you look back now at this, whoever you say you call whatever big shot is out there, big up to yourself.
Yeah.
Whatever independent artist
Yeah.
you think they're a big shot out there.
Maybe if I was them too, I wouldn't want to come, because it's like maybe the views are not gonna skyrocket, right?
Right.
So you're gonna, but if you look now from years from now, and you really blow, this would be like, oh, you don't neglect that aspect of,
Yeah.
like he said, if you're one-minded and stuff, you don't forget it. You don't remember that. Maybe I could meet Remby, and Remby could be the one to even put me on that platform. You know what I mean? With a guitar lick here on this track, and like, yo, like that
You gotta have
sound.
the heart, man.
Or the other way around, of course.
It could be the other way. Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Because we're both great artists.
And that's the way. That's the mindset you got to come with.
So
Yeah.
as a scarcity now, I don't feel like there's ever, unless you're sick now, you get jammed up, knock on wood. Man, there's always some nice music to be made. That's why I love this whole thing when I meet artists and I hear
especially
how
when we get together.
you know what I mean.
Especially when we get together.
Yeah.
It helps me, like, you have to start from A to go to B to C.
Yeah.
You
Right.
can't skip to go to Z, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because we're in this together. No matter how you want to look at it.
So-
Like, I don't care. Like, I'm sorry. I don't mean.
No,
to cut you
it's
off.
cool,
Go ahead,
man. I
go
dig
ahead.
you. I dig. So whoever is a big shot, man, it's good that you make it to that point where you have that recognition.
Right,
But
right,
Yeah.
right.
I just feel like for anybody who really wants to make music, man, like you said, you just have to have the heart for the art.
Yeah.
And
You just
once your heart got that beat, man, and
You gotta keep
connecting
going.
the dots,
It-
like I met you today.
Yeah.
There's a whole lot of
Yeah.
that I put
Right,
now, like,
right,
oh,
right.
I can start with my drums because that's
Right.
an idea too. I write poetry.
Yeah.
I can drum a little bit, then I give them ching, 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 ching.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Using those skills
Yeah.
now.
Right. Exactly.
Rather than
This
just
man's
looking
got-
like, oh.
he's got a lot of skills, but too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
He-
give thanks.
He's
A nice reasoning.
He plays different instruments. He plays
You know what I
that
mean?
guitar,
Yeah.
and he also, when he gets on that
Little
trump,
djembe,
djembe,
djembe.
man.
Talk
Oh
to
my
the
gosh,
drum.
he
Oh.
goes wild, man.
Okay.
And
So
so that's the
give
thing,
thanks.
bro. That's the thing. Give
Yeah.
thanks, like you have to have the heart
Yeah.
to do the art.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Without having any conception, any preconceived notion, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying? You're thinking that I'm higher than this guy. You know what I'm saying? One of the things that I was saying earlier, by the way, for those of you who are like thinking really slowly, I want to make sure I clear it out. When I say, because we're living in different times today. When I say you eating a bowl of rice here, you have a pack of rice over here, but you want to go to China. The reason why I say you want to go to China is because China is known for like producing a lot of rice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be in China to
Yeah,
eat
China,
the
the
rice.
rice. Yeah,
You
yeah.
can be here and eat the rice. All right? So just to make sure, just to make it clear.
Yeah.
But yeah, the thing I was gonna say, the thing that I alluded, the thing that I was gonna say, that with what I said earlier, was that I had a group of guys who actually, I started going to this open mic, and this guy's coming to me and saying, bro, if you did some reggae thing, if you did some what's the main music we're doing as
compa,
African right now?
yeah,
No, not
compa.
the Haitian
Yeah.
compa,
Or the Afro beat or
and the
something.
Afro beat. Man, if you would gain a lot of followers, bro. I'm not doing this for followers. I'm doing what I
Yeah.
feel like my heart tells me to
Yeah.
do. The music that I write, the music that I sing is what I feel my
That's your
heart
heart,
tells me
man.
to do.
And
You
yeah.
understand what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
That was one of the reasons that I wrote my life. What do you want from me? You judging everything I am. Don't know how else I could explain. This is my life. When I go high, you say low. When I go low, you say high. When I go left, you say right.
Yes,
You know what I'm
sir.
saying?
Yeah.
That's when I wrote that song. You know what I'm saying? Because the world tried to put you in this box and want you to fit in
Right.
this. They
Inspiration.
create
Yeah.
this box for you, and they're telling you this is the box you need to be in.
Yeah, and I think one thing I found, and just kind of maybe it's going from the wrong angle here, but when I was, especially doing stand up, I used to bomb all the time. I'm so much better now. It's weird, but the reason I think is because I started coming at it as a musician, and I realized I was better at music than I was at stand up comedy.
Right.
It did help give me some of that security in myself. Yeah, I'm good at a thing.
Right.
But then when I came back to it, I noticed that I kind of let go of me trying to create a stand-up set for my audience, because I kept trying to do, oh, this is a relatable joke. Oh, this is a relatable joke. But it was all manufactured. And in doing so, it lost, I think, the authenticity that's needed. When I started just kind of going up and being myself, people like me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like when I was going up and being someone else, they don't like someone else.
Right.
When you go up and be yourself, be your true self, authentic self, people will respond to that. And I can imagine, for a lot, I think back in the 90s, still 2000, hell, even nowadays. I mean, Chapel Roan, didn't she talk a lot about it? Of like, there's this push for you to be someone else, and then there'll be people who find fame doing that, and they feel so lonely and isolated because they're all these people are telling them how much they love them, but they're like, that's not me. That's not who I am.
And there's a lot of that out there.
Yeah.
And that's what I call the lies early.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying to you? Because a lot of people who are famous out there, they really aren't themselves.
They don't get to be themselves. So here's my thought.
Original.
I want to know, because we have three amazing musicians and 2 cats in this room. And we have 2 guitars, a myriad of instruments.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if we want to close this out with a song.
Let's do it, man.
Let's improvise.
Yeah, let's do it, man. Let's improvise, man. Let's improvise for the people, man. I love it. I knew he was coming with that.
Yeah.
It's been enough reasoning.
Let's do it, man. While you set this up, I'm going to keep talking. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can put this on put the mic down, let's do this, man. Let's do this.
For reasoning.
I appreciate you guys for listening. We've been talking for a whole hour.
Oh, that's been an hour.
And some of you are, you, for those of you who's going to watch a whole hour of a podcast, God bless you.
Yes.
We appreciate you. We're going to do some music for y'all. Maybe not that long, but we're just going to do something for you. We hope, we don't hope you appreciate it. We know the ones we're supposed to appreciate it will appreciate it. So, again, this is Mind the Artist with your man, Jean Ricard. I'm bringing in all Chicago. I got a revolution coming, man. I'm going to take all the gatekeepers. I'm going to take y'all out. Mark my words. I'm going to take you out. Hiring us artists, independent artists, and taking advantage of us, wanting our music out there, we're going to stop you. We are going to stop you. We're coming for you, all the gatekeepers. My message to you, independent artists: let's get together, man, to get rid of this of these gatekeepers. All right, guys. So what y'all want to do for the people, man?
Let's go ahead. We're going to do, of course, the classic tune-up.
Oh, yeah. The classic tune-up. Yes, sir. I love it, man. I love it. In the meantime, let me keep talking. But yeah, man. For the other thing I was gonna say to independent artists, the true independent artists, I have the ones that I call the true independent artists, the ones that the music is part of you. No matter what people are doing, no matter what changes around you, your environment, people are doing around you, you still stay true to your craft. That's the true independent artist. No matter what happened, you still writing. Man, I've been doing this for like years, okay? I started doing this professionally 6 years ago, but I've been doing it for at least, I want to say 25 years, bro. You know what I'm saying to you? I've been doing this since I was a year-old child. I recorded my first album in Haiti when I was probably 13 or 15. So I've been doing this and I've had a lot of success in this, man. My success is not, I don't have any money or name or fame to show for it, but I have, when I get someone, a fan who sent me a letter, that is more than any money, the amount of money that I can get from anyone. The money would be nice, you know what I'm saying to you? But getting a letter from a fan to tell me, man, I've never heard anyone talk about God in their music. I appreciate you talking about God in your music. That means the world to me, and that means a lot of money to me. You know what I'm saying? That is success to me. Maybe to someone else is not success, but to me that's success. You know, so to tell someone that I didn't have any success doing this, I would lie. It would be like a blatant lie to tell you that I didn't have any success doing this. So I've had a lot of success doing this. I've done it in Germany, I've done it in Romania, I've done it in Italy, I've done it in Haiti, I've done it in the United States of America, and soon I will be doing it in Canada, and I will be doing it in Austria. So we're moving on up. You know what I'm saying to you? So I don't know what they told you, man. You know, we're having success over here. You know, my man Rambi, you know, my man Lionel, his music is all over Cameroon, you know. So we're good, man. And the thing is, what we're trying to do with our music is to touch souls, not just like, you know, trend and followers. We want subscribers. We want supporters, not followers. Okay? So that's my thing, man. That's my thing.
Well, I've been having restless nights with the restless fights in my head. Looking at a number on a screen, feeling so dead. And it seems to me societies are changing left and right. And where am I fitting? Or am I just sitting?
Where am I fitting, or I'm just sitting? It must be the music that brings the healing.
Lionel, go ahead, man.
Jean Ricard, so nice to be right here with you, with a friend like Rambi,
Yes, sir.
jamming the night through, thinking about a bird so free. Yeah, come on. It must be the music, sweet music, that brings the healing.
Have I been sitting, or am I fitting? Jean Ricard.
Where do I fit? Where do I fit? I don't know, Lord. You know, where do I fit in? Everywhere I go, where I go, Where do I fit in? Where do I fit in? Wherever I go, sometimes I sing too loud, sometimes I sing too low. Where do I go? Where do I fit in? How do I bring in? How do I sing? If I do reggae, you want R&B. Where do I fit in?
Well, I've been walking down these streets before that I have seen so many times before. Ooh. And I'm walking out a faithless night without anything that I could find in the dark. Looking for a jacket to burn, to be warm. But my home is right there. The door is unlocked. The people inside are there for me to say hi. There is love. Just knock on the door.
Knock on the door.
It's not.
Where do I fit in?
Yeah, how'd that feel?
Yeah,
Love that,
buddy.
love that.
Give it up, man. Give it up. Give it up. Put it here, man. Put it here. Put it here. This was yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Once again, y'all. If you listen, man, if you don't enjoy this, you're going to hell. Okay, I'm just gonna say this. I'm just gonna come out and say you're going to hell if you don't enjoy this. Like Wimby, I appreciate you, man, for always be so so thoughtful and so like, man, you have. Man, I want to have part of. I want to have some. I don't want to sell my soul to have yours, but I want to cling my soul with yours,
Thank you,
because we definitely needed this.
Thank you.
What you just did just now, man.
Thank you.
And Lionel, man, keep doing that music, man. Let's start that revolution, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I promise you, by next year sometime, summer, we're gonna have a concert with these guys. And we're gonna have a big thing in Chicago, man. So get to know us right now if you wanna be part of this. Not doing it for the money, not doing this for the crowd, not doing it for the fame, but do it for the community of artists and the people that we come into in touch with every day. The people that we meet in the train. The people that we have at our job, That's why we need to do this, man. And I promise you, Jean-Ricard promised you that next year we're gonna have a concert with these guys and other artists who came to the show before. We're gonna get together and bring the money and have the money stay within us, not the gatekeepers.
Yeah.
That's
Thank
my
you so
message.
much.
Y'all
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
All right. Yes, sir. That's a wrap. Jean-Ricard out. Remby is out. Lionel is out. Let's go.
Lovely.